I miss on Sunday morning, he stopped and gave me my coffee on Sunday morning. And so I had to stop my own self and get coffee. You said, well, I should stop and get him coffee, but now he wants to stop and get me coffee. And so I'm thankful that someone want to give me something. And sometimes we have to learn how to receive stuff too. Just like we have to learn how to give, we have to learn how to receive. Amen. Amen. God bless you this morning. It's a blessing from the Lord to be here this morning. It's not our goodness, but it's the Lord's goodness. Is that mic off back there? That mic again is amen, is off now. Amen. Praise God this morning. Give the Lord just a big hand. We're thankful for being here this morning. We're thankful for God. Amen. For what He is and who He is in our life. He's a mighty good God. Everything's okay now. He just said, okay. He's a mighty good God. Amen. He's an awesome God. He's an awesome God. Amen. Amen. Give the Lord a big hand offering. Come on, give the Lord a big hand. Let us stand and pray. We're going to, of course, pray for Pastor again. And I'm going to pray for Pastor and Ronnie and pray for you and you this morning. As we enter into the Word of God. Amen. Won't you join hands with somebody? God, we thank you today. We thank you for being God. We thank you for being our God today. Thank you for being our way maker, our provider today. Thank you for being our healer today. Thank you for the Word today, God. We thank you for the man of God. Thank you, Father God, that he's healthy and strong, Father. We thank you, Father God, for Ronnie, Father God. We thank you for both of them, Father. We thank you, Father God, that you would put angels and camp about them, Father God. We thank you for it today. Oh God, we thank you today. We thank you today, Father God. God, we thank you. We thank you today, Father God. We thank you, Father God. We thank you for the man of God today. Thank you, Father God. We thank you that he's healthy and strong, Father. Thank you that he's healed and whole, Father God. Thank you for the mothers, the brothers and sisters, Father God. Thank you for the word today. Father God, we ask you that your word speak, Father God, and fall on the ground today. Somebody hear the word, Father God, and receive it, Father God. We thank you that door on the word. We thank you today. We thank you today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Give the Lord a hand on. If you're watching via the internet, no, I'm not Dr. T.J. Calhoun. I'm his son, filling in his stead today. And so, and we welcome you. Amen? We welcome you. God is so good. I just feel that God is so good. Come on, God is so good. Come on, that God is so good. Come on, God is so good. Give the Lord a big hand offering. Come on, give the Lord a big hand offering. God is a big God. The God we serve is mighty big. And I wanna talk very briefly, and it won't be hopefully very long. I want to talk about how something big is coming your way. Oh, you should be excited. I just told you something big is coming your way. Come on, God, you should be excited. Something big is coming your way. Something big is coming your way. Come on, say that today. Something big is coming your way. Something big is coming your way. We serve a big God. We serve a mighty big God. We serve a God that has no limits. Oftentimes we place limits on God. We get comfortable where we are. Our house is we got a house or we're in an apartment, and we get real comfortable with where we are. We forget about how big God is. We forget about how big God is and how good He is to us. I want to talk very briefly, and let's go to Isaiah, the 54th chapter, in the second verse. And then we'll move forward. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the turrets of thy habitations. Spare not, lengthen thy cord, and strengthen thy stakes. Enlarge, strengthen, stretch forth, he says. What God is saying to us in this is that get ready for increase. He says, get ready for increase. Enlarge, enlarge, enlarge. He says, enlarge, stretch forth, lengthen, strengthen. He says, that tells you that there need to be some getting ready for increase coming your way. There's something big coming your way. You know, if you're expecting something big coming your way, you got to get ready for it. You can't sit here. I know that you have a home and you got a big piece of furniture coming. You got to make some space for it. Or some of us, some of us can have 2 couches in our house or 3 couches. You know, like some of us big mama had. But most of the time we enlarge our room. We get ready for what's going to happen. Then the next verse he says that if you enlarge, he said, thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and the seed shall inherit the Gentile. He said, increase is coming. Increase is coming. Look at the verse next to it and say, increase is coming. And I know that you're comfortable where you are. That's the problem. We're too comfortable where we are. I remember, and I tell a story that I remember when I used to go fly. I would fly all the time. I was flying every week. I'm somewhere flying, right? Every week I'm flying. And we would go and we would be flying and we'd go toward the back. We would go toward the back because that's what we thought our seats were. But when I started expecting to be in the front, guess what happened? I started sitting in front. In fact, I'm disappointed if I don't get an upgrade, so Sandra. I expect an increase in my life. I'm expecting to be in first class. Yeah. And that's not being bougie or anything, but you can expect God to do great things for you. Yeah. You can expect favor in your life. That's an expectation. The Word of God said that you can have. Yeah. Some people just been living day to day and say, if I just can make it on this paycheck. But God wants you to have more than enough. You say, well, I'm sitting there saying, well, you know, you pay for a house, you want to pay for 30 years, but suppose God want to pay for 18 years. You say, John, that sounds kind of crazy, but why not? We serve a big God. We serve a big God. And so I sat and I would be on the plane and all of us, me and Sheldon, me and Shut I ain't speaking in trouble in your life. No, that's a mistake. No. It said I would be on the plane, Rod and Deb and Top. You could travel. But I would be on the plane and we'll go to the back. We'd be in like 25 seats. And then we'd pass A, B, and you know, we just pass it, but we'd be happy passing. Then one day I saw all these people, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I'm passing all these seats, and I'm supposed to be in 1 or 2 or 3. And I be looking, and they say 25 seats. And I get the middle seat of 25 seats. And it be the middle seat of 2 heavy-set people in 25 seats. I'm not talking about heavy-set people, but do be there. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And I don't pay for a whole seat. And I've been flying all this time. It's because I didn't raise my expectation. Well, so I had settled being in 25 seats. Until one day, I decided that I was supposed to be in 2, 3, or 4. Until you decide that you deserve better. Until you decide that you're supposed to have better. Until you decide that you want big in your life. Until you decide that you need increase in your life, you're going to settle. You're just going to settle. Amen. Amen. So he says, enlarge the places. Enlarge your place, the place of the tent. Then he says, fear not. Fear, he says, enlarge. Then number 4 is real important because oftentimes we don't move to the next level. We don't try anything different. We don't do anything different because we're scared. We're scared that suppose I fail. But let me tell you one thing. If you don't try, you already failed. You have settled. You've already failed. Well, John, I'm too old to go back to school. Now there have been people 7 years old in school. There have been people much older than you in school. But John, I just want God to bless me just with a little bit of money to pay my rent. God wants to do even more than just a little bit of money. God wants to give you a house. But John, I just want a little, what's called increase on my job. No, God wants to give you promotion. Promotion comes from the Lord. Promotion comes from the Lord. I'm not saying there's something wrong with where you are, but I want to light a fire that you can have more. You can be more. You can do more. God is a God of increase. You should be going from glory to glory. Amen. 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 God wants more for you. Amen. Look at the person next to you and say something big is coming your way. Something big is coming your way. Now listen to me. So he says, fear not. Number four verse, and it says, fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed. Neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame. For thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shall not remember the reproach of the widowhood anymore. Some people sit here and won't do it because they're scared. I want to do it, but I'm scared. I'm scared of failing. I'm scared of what they're going to say about me. You know, I want better in my life, but I don't know. I'm scared of rejection. I want to go and apply for a house. I want a house. I'm tired of paying for the apartment, but I don't know if they're going to reject me. You already rejected if you don't do it. Amen. God wants more. Look at the person next to you. God wants more for you. God wants more for you. He says, and you're never going to be put ashamed if you take God with you. Now listen to me. Now if you're going on your own will and your own lust and gratifying your own lust, yeah, you may be put to shame. I remember one time I told the story, I wanted this car. Oh, I wanted the car real bad. It was a 650i. One day I was in New Orleans, we saw the guy, Gilbert, driving a 650i converter. He had a bald head. I didn't look good in the bald head. And then I guess it was springtime. 650i. BMW. I wanted that car. I was driving a BMW already, but I wanted that car. Yeah. Now, I wanted that car because I had envied that guy. I envied the guy. I envied the guy in the car. I said, that car, oh, he bald head. He look good and converted back. I look good because I'm bald head. It's not because I wanted the car. I wanted the car because the guy had the car. And a lot of times we go do stuff just because somebody else did it. Oh, I go get a bigger house just because somebody else got a house. I go get a bigger car, and then God ain't in it all that. God ain't in it. No. God doesn't care about you having a big car. God doesn't care about you having a big house. God doesn't, but He has it for the right reason. Amen. Some people go get married because somebody else and they live their life hell. Their friend got married, now they want to go get married because their friend on romanticized marriage. As opposed to waiting for their mate. Now I'm not against it. I'm telling you that do it for the right reason. It says if you put God in it, you'll never be made ashamed. That's what the scripture said. If you do it, you'll never be made ashamed. Amen. Look at the verse that God wants much more for you. Then he goes on and he says then we go to 54 and the 16th verse. Let's start with 15. Behold, they shall surely gather together. Now when you talking about going from your not enough to a place of more than enough, there's going to be some challenges in your life. It's not going to be an easy fight when you have gone from here to there. People don't mind by you selling and being where you are. But when you talk about wanting more, that's a problem for them. Amen? When you're talking about going to the next level, it's a problem for them. When you sit there and talk about that I'm not happy where I am, I want something else, it's a problem. So now they start throwing up darts and start fighting you. Amen? He says, listen to me. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. He says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal. He said, I made these people to make the weapons. And I made the weapon, he said. And it says, in the fire. And it bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created a waster to destroy. But he came back on the 17th. This is the promise of God. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No weapon. Look at the person next to you and say, no weapon. As I go for more, tell him, as I go for more, no weapon that form against me. No weapon that form against me shall prosper. In every tongue, every lying tongue that come up against me. Come on, tell them every lying tongue that come up against me. Every lying tongue that rise up against me in judgment shall be condemned. Come on, you got to say it because that's a promise of God for you. That I don't care what you're dealing with. He said, no weapon that is formed against it. So you should make it very personal because as you go, you want more. As you sit there and talk about something big is coming your way, now know that it's going to be a fight to get that big. It won't come easy. It won't come easy. Every level is a fight. Every time that we're talking about growth, it's a fight. Every time we're talking about listen, business, it looks like it's easy for Ron and me, but it's not. Oh, I got to get up every morning with fight shoes, with fight clothes on. Because the devil is not happy with us sitting here doing weight. And people are not happy with us doing weight. Amen. Then there's some black folks who ain't happy with us doing weight. You would think that we'll be happy with us doing weight, but then there's some of us who are not happy with us doing weight. So this is not just a race, this is the devil I'm talking about. The devil doesn't even have color. The devil can be black, white, or green. The devil can be your friend, your husband. The devil can be, he works for everybody. Oh, he'll creep all over in the house. And oh, he'll creep all over on the job. Amen? Amen? He says, but no weapon can form up against you. Listen, he says that, listen, as you go to the next level, listen to me, as you start believing God for more, as you start dreaming for more, no weapon that form against you shall prosper. Amen. I pray that every day, no weapon shall prosper. Amen? Amen. I confess that God, you said that you're going to be there for me, and no weapon shall prosper. I know they rise up against me. The word of God said they're going to rise up against me. But you said, God, they wouldn't prosper. And you said, God, and people allow you for no reason. And if you ain't careful, you'll start chasing our lives. And you'll get all into the mess, into the weed, chasing our lives. That doesn't even, you know what I'm saying? You've been chasing our lives when God has already said, I'll fight for you. And now who's going to fight? You or God? Because you up here got yourself into this fight. Amen? And he said, no weapon that form against you. The reason I'm telling you right now that you have not seen, I have not seen, ear has not heard, nor has it entered into the heart of the things that God has. We're not even at 10% of what God wants us to be. You're not even at 10, 20% of your potential. You're living way beneath our privileges right now. God wants so much more for us. Amen? And it's not just for you, but it's for your life to be a testimony to other folks. People should be wondering, how are you living like that? How are you driving like that? How the doctor said that you were going to die and you live? And you should say, but God. So many of your blessings, many of our blessings that we're experiencing is not about us. It's about somebody else. God needs to use us as an instrument to bring other folks to Christ. It's not about you. You're like, but I just want to live in my love. Yeah, it's not about you. It's not about you. I remember when I was on Fairmount Street, I said I could have lived on Fairmount Street, family house forever. And I could have probably lived a bank. But I probably couldn't have. But the next person needed to see God at work. So the next person went on about on a house. The next person went on to build a house. The next person went on because they needed to see that it can be done. It's not about you. It's not about me. Amen. Amen. God wants much more for you. Look at the person and say, God wants much more for you. Now, look at the 55th chapter. Just over, he says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts. Neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. He said, for as heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. And my thoughts than your thoughts. He said, listen to me, listen. He said, listen, you can't outthink God. He said, my thoughts, you and I, listen, I want much more. They're bigger. They're bigger. My dreams for you so much more. My dreams for you are so much more. We sit here and talk about well, John, I can't do this, I can't, okay. But you're talking about in the natural, but I'm talking about in the supernatural. I sit here and I talk about people getting checks in the mail. You know, God can sit here, you can have 29 years of notes in your house. God can sit here and they can sit here and somebody can pay off your house. Amen. There are people been sitting here getting checks. I've heard of a guy got a check, an inheritance of a relative he didn't even know. Kin folks that you didn't know. Then let me just tell you, this is how God wants much more for you. You know, a lot of the land that a lot of stuff own, that a lot of us, our folks, our grandparents and grandparents own that land. A lot of that land probably got some oil on it. You guys got thinking with me how God can bless you overnight. You only thinking about what you make on your job. I ain't talking about what you make on your job. I'm talking about God this morning. I'm talking about something big that can happen to you. You and I are not on the same page because you said, but John, I only make so much an hour. I'm not talking about what you make an hour. I'm talking about how big God is. He formed the universe. Amen? He wants more. Amen? So listen to me. I was sitting there and the guy got a letter that says, this is an inheritance check for X hundreds of $1,000s. To pay off his house and did a whole bunch of stuff. And you're thinking about 30 years, and God maybe think about 5 years. You're thinking about your marriage, God, I just want to sit here and just have a, hopefully we can get together. God wants you to be happy in your marriage. God wants you to bring it back, but God wants you to be happy. Amen? God wants you to be happy. You're supposed to be happy. Look at Brother Zen, I'm supposed to be happy. And I'm not just supposed to be married, I'm supposed to be happy. You think about, I need God just told you the promise that you're going to have a husband, you ain't had a date in 12 years. And you try to figure out how that's going to happen. I'm talking about God this morning. I wish somebody, you can understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about God this morning. Look at verse 11. God, he's talking about God this morning. God can have Prince Charming come in here and look at you. He can have a king come in here looking at you. I'm reminded of a story, and I just read the story not too long ago. The guy, he was a professional golfer. Now listen to me now. You got to understand golf to understand the story. He's a professional golfer, and he was invited by the king of Saudi Arabia. He was invited by the king of Saudi Arabia to play golf in Saudi Arabia. The king sent his private plane to pick the guy up. The guy played golf. It was nice. They put him up in a nice hotel. That was nice. And so the guy was getting ready to go home. And the king said, well, I need to buy you a going away gift. The golfer said, no, sir. You don't need to buy me anything. You've been nice enough. The whole accommodation's been nice. The plane ride been nice. He said, but I'm going to buy you something, the king says. He says, okay, well, you're going to buy me something. Buy me a golf club. A golf club. That'd be a golf club. You know what a golf club is, right? Yeah. A golf club we play golf with, right? And the king said, okay, I'll get you a golf club. That's what you want, I'll get you a golf club. The guy got on the plane and he began to think, what type of golf club is he going to bring? What type of golf club is he going to buy? He's like, it's going to be one with diamond, it's going to be a gold. Now remember, he played golf with the king of Saudi Arabia. He said, what type of golf? Is it going to have diamonds in it? What type it is? He got home and then he, 2 days went by and every day he went back to the mailbox. I'm looking for a golf club. 3 days, 2 weeks went by, a month came. He got a certified letter from the king. The letter says, he's like, where's my golf club? The letter says, there's a deed to an 18-hole, 500 acres golf club. Understand what I'm talking about. A king talks about golf club. You talking about a golf club. You understand the difference what I just said? He's talking about a whole golf club. And he's talking about a golf club. One thing, we serve the King of Kings this morning. The Lord of Lords this morning. You're talking when we start talking about how God can do stuff. Amen? Because he's God this morning. Look at somebody and say, he's God this morning. I said, listen to me. You talking golf club, and he's talking about golf club. You talk about just give me a car, and God said, well, it doesn't matter to God whether he gets you a Rolls or a Bentley or it doesn't matter to God whether he gets you a Toyota, a Camry. It doesn't matter to God. There's no difference to God. You know, God paved streets with gold. You talk about how I'm going to get out of debt. You talk about, John, you don't understand my paycheck. No. When you have a life that is pleasing to God, when you honor God with your life, when you honor God with your giving, ain't no good thing will he withhold from you if you walk up right before him. We're talking about a golf club, and he's talking about a golf club. You understand the point I'm making this morning? Is anything too hard for God? You say, but John, you're talking on a totally different. I understand I'm talking different. I understand what I'm saying. I'm saying this morning that something big is coming your way. All you got to believe this morning. We've been selling too little for what we get. I said here, and some of you know this. So I built a new house in Houston, right? And I said to some people, and I'm not both. This is God. I'm not. And so Mama Flo said to me one day, Mama, I said, Mama Flo, we were talking about upstairs house. Mama Flo said, well, you can't. You know the only way I'm going to have an upstairs house, got to be an elevator. She said, and then what that's going to go up and down the stairs. And so, you know, and so I'm up here. You know, I'm in Houston all the time, so we in Houston all the time, so we're like building a house. And brother, person, the house has 4 stories to it. It has an elevator in it. You're talking about a golf club. I'm talking about a golf club. Is there anything too hard for God? Come on, look at the person and say, is there anything too hard for God? Some of you going to leave here like, oh, no. I'm saying that what God is not a respected person. If he does something for me, he'll do it for you. What I'm saying to you this morning, I'm saying to myself, I'm expecting something big to happen. You look at the person next to you, I'm expecting something big to happen. I'm always saying, I'm expecting something big to happen. Come on, you're expecting something big. Well, you say that when you ain't got nothing to say, you need to get something to say because you need to up your dreams this morning. You need to up your hope this morning. You need to believe God for something bigger. Amen? Because there's nothing that he won't do for you. I mean, you're talking about a golf club, and he's talking about a golf club. I know many, like I just need a little raise to pay my apartment. And I'm telling you, God wants you to have a home. And you need to just receive that this morning. That God wants more for me. Amen? God wants more for me. Look at the person next to you. God wants more. More for me. God wants more for me. And you know, the Bible, and I'm almost done. But if I get done too soon, you're not going to be able to eat because they're open till 11 o'clock. So don't rush it. We're going to be up here waiting in line, waiting for them to open, and I don't want to wait for them to open. I just don't want to wait this morning for them to open. I'm up here able like, patient, like, they see us here. So I don't need to be done before 11 o'clock because I want to go eat as I leave here. Because if I go home, I'm not going to come back out until Friday tonight, so I'm going to go eat. So I don't need to be done for 11 o'clock. I know you won't be done, but there's no need because you plan to go out there unless you go. God wants you to do more than Wendy's sometimes. God wants you to do more than Burger King sometimes. And listen to me, I want to put things in perspective. If that's where you are right now, that's where you are. But I'm trying to tell you, that's not where you're supposed to be tomorrow. That's not where you're supposed to be next week. That's not where you're supposed to be next year. You're not going to be in an apartment for 30 years. You're not going to be complaining about the same job for 15 years. I'm just just telling you that's not what God's will is. Up here, I sit there and I talk to people. I talk to people much Shirley, and I see people, and they're like, I'm like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm just, Lord Jesus, I got 25 more years to retire. I'm like, why are you complaining then? You're making yourself miserable. I got 25 more years to retire. I'm just waiting on time. I'm like, how much time you got? 18 years? No, they get real with them. I got 17 years and 352 days. That you're going to make yourself miserable. I ain't going to be miserable like that. Life is too short to be miserable like that. No, I'm just telling you right now, you might want to kill me. I'm not going to sit here going to work every day miserable. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I am not going to do it. Damn, I'm not going to do it. When God says that, ask me. All I do is just ask. And you're sitting there, and I know you're sitting there. It's that Jabez. In Chronicles, the Word of God sit there and talk about Jabez. And Jabez, not much is talking about Jabez. There's about two scriptures in the Bible talking about Jabez. Jabez was named meaning sorrow. Jabez had a rough life. Mama had a rough pregnancy. It was rough. And so when you look at your situation, it could be any worse than Jabez. Can you imagine your name meaning sorrow? So we got to watch out our names of me too, by the way. That's another thing. But that name means, his name was sorrow. Sorrow. And let's turn to your face. Let's turn to it. I know I probably didn't give it to, but let's turn it. I'm sorry. Let's turn it. That's all that I can say. It take over you, not get to eat yet. So Jabez, and it is First Chronicles 4 and 9 and 10. And you need to mark this in your Bible, because when you're feeling kind of down on yourself and feeling like nobody knows and understands, and feeling as though that you had a bad life, you need to read Jabez. Listen to it. 9 and 10. Jabez was more honorable than his brother, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bear him with sorrow. And Jabez called on God of Israel, saying, oh, that thou would bless me indeed, enlarge my coast, and that thy hand might be with me, and that thou would keep me from evil, that it may not grieve me. And God granted him that which he requested. Jabez understood the power of God. Jabez, he didn't have a pity party. He says he understood how big God is. He said, listen here. And he said, God, listen to me. Enlarge my territory. Have you asked God for something big lately? How many have asked God for something big? Every day you ought to get up and say, thank you, God, for what you're going to do big for me. Have you asked God for something big? I know you sit there and say, God, I'm just so sad that you have it. Oh, you're very humble spirit that all of us have that the church folks be having. I'm just nobody telling somebody all that, I don't even see something that's crazy something. Because I'm a royal priesthood. I'm a holy nation. Jesus is my only brother. He's a king. I'm a king too. I got to be a prince or something. So I got to be somebody. We do that as tradition as opposed to understanding what the Word of God says. Jabez understood his rights. Jabez went to God and said, now enlarge my territory. I don't care where I've been. It doesn't matter where I've been, God. Enlarge where I'm going. He said, I don't care about my past, God. Just enlarge where I'm going. You had some problems in your life, but God fixed those problems. Fix them. Fix them. Enlarge our territory. And the Word of God said, God granted Jabez exactly what he asked for. Why God wouldn't do it for you? The Word of God said that he no respect of person. He's no respected person. My last scripture is Psalms 2:8. Psalms 2:8. This is one I think that we need to really understand. 2:8. Ask of me. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the utmost part of the earth for thy possession. God is saying to you, ask of me. What you waiting on this morning? He said, ask of me. What you waiting on to ask God for what you need this morning, or what you want this morning? God already promised that he's going to supply our needs. And he said, delight ourselves in the Lord, and he'll give us the desire of our heart. I said that God, and Pop didn't talk about God is no cheap God. And that while we're asking for stuff that we know we don't want, the Lord just give me oh, glory be to God, speaking in tongues. I'm going down here, oh, glory be to God, buy a microwave. Just go buy a microwave. The sellers got microwaves. You go and speak in tongues talking about buying a microwave, go buy a microwave. It's called $97.99. Go buy it. And it would be holy. Oh Lord, tell me which bacon to be, a red one or a blue one. As if you all hold it, as if God care about it if it's a red or blue. God doesn't care about nothing like that. About if it's a red or a blue car. He just don't care about it in you, because we want to pretend we so holy and we go to God and say stuff like that. Right? But when we want to do what we want to do, we never ask God like that. We just ask God on stuff that, So, but he says, ask of me. Yeah. He says, ask me something big. I want to do something big for you. He said, ask something big of me. He said, ask of me. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. He said, ask of me. Look at the person next to you and say, God is saying, ask of me. God is telling you to ask. He said, God is telling you to ask. Look at the person next to you. God is telling you to ask. Now, you got choices, boy. I know you got choices. If we talk about this, you can go get neck bones or pig feet or you go get steak this morning. Ask. 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 You can go and all you gotta do is ask. As I walk in the airplane, I was going to the back seat. That was my comfortable seat. That's all I had. Because I thought that you had to pay for those first class tickets. I didn't understand that God I just asked God for faith. I didn't understand that until I got tired of walking and carrying my luggage down to the back there. And I saw these people. And these people were people I know. And they were just like me. Ask of me. Ask of me. You know you can do that job that your manager's doing. And you're sitting here doing it. God is saying, ask me something big. You know that you want your child to be in a different school district, and you peep in a house, and you do that. Now, I'm just looking at this house, then you better start putting your hands on something and ask. What you waiting on? He said, ask of me. Ask, he said. Ask of me. Look at your neighbor and say, he's saying, ask. Oh, you got to say it like you really mean it. He said, ask. And that's a K on it, by the way, instead of a T. That's why I'm saying ask. Because it's a K on that ask. Oh, and really say, I ain't getting trimmed properly. That's how it's supposed to be pronounced this morning. I want to get it right this morning. It's not, but you're going to ask, then you're going to act. But you got to ask first. Ask. With the K. Come on, tell somebody. I got to ask. Come on, I got to ask this morning. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? He said ask. You want that big old truck? Just ask. You want that living room set? Why are you going to just go get one out? You ask. 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 Some of us, even with my healing, we say, God, I didn't want to be able to take the medicine. And God said, I want to make you whole this morning. Nothing missing, nothing broken. I want to not only make you well, I want to make you home this morning. Ask. Ask. But John, I don't care what. No. Is there anything too hard for the Lord? Is there anything too hard for God? Is there anything too hard for God? I've seen God do it. I've seen God do the impossible. I'm a living witness for God to do. I'm a living witness. God, I know what God will do. He don't take us just absolutely nobody. Amen. God don't take us just absolutely nobody. Started with absolutely nothing. God has been doing it every time. Increases been coming. He's been my healer. He's been my protector. He's been my provider. Ask. Ask. Look at the person next to you and say, ask. God is saying, ask. Tell the person next to you, God is saying, ask. God is saying, ask this morning. God is saying, ask this morning. Tell the Lord, God is saying, ask. God is saying, ask this morning. I said that was my last scripture, but I got one more scripture. And Tom says, when I sit there and say that I'm about done, that means I got 10 more minutes. He said, well, the devil said, if he says I'm about done, he said you got 30 more minutes up in the But I got one more. One more, and I'm done. Deuteronomy. 1 and 11. 1 and 11. You got it. If you don't got it, write it down. You got to read it every day. Every day. Read it. Write this down. The Lord God of your fathers make you 1,000 times so many more as you are, and bless you as He has promised you. The Lord God make you 1,000 times more. The Lord want to lead you this morning. The Lord God make you 1,000 times more. Can you imagine your marriage being 1,000 times more happy? Can you imagine your health being 1,000 times more happy? Can you imagine having 1,000 times what's in your bank account? Can you imagine this morning living 1,000 times better? The Lord God, that's a promise God has made. Because you have done what's right. You serve Him honorably. You had righteous living and righteous giving. He's going to make you 1,000 times better. Look at the person next to you and say, God wants to make me more. God wants to do more. Look at that person and something big is coming my way. Come on, you're not saying it with faith this morning. Something big is coming my way. Something big is coming my way. Get your dream up. Get your hope up. Get your expectations up. Every morning, I want you to this week start saying something big. Faith, that's what faith is about. Faith is a muscle. I don't know if you know this or not. If you don't exercise your faith muscle, you get weak. And going to the next level, you got to go to the next level time. Next level time. It's a muscle. You got to exercise. Yeah, you got to be comfortable where you are, but that's not where God wants you to be. I am not where God wants me to be. God has more in mind for me. I have not seen, has ear heard, nor has it entered the heart for me. The thing God has for me is revealed through the Spirit. God got more for me. There's something big coming my way this week. Look at somebody say something big is coming my way. Something big is coming my way. Come on, say something big is coming my way. I'm expecting something big. You better open your mouth because He said you have what you say. You have what you say. You have what you say. I was with Sean was sitting here the day of appreciation. She came up. She said, "Oh, I forgot to tell you. Listen to me. I had a big check. You remember you said that?" She said, "I had a big check, and it was about some future work, not the current work. It was future work." Amen. All right. God ain't even got started yet with her. You can be a dean, president of the university. Receive that. Receive it in the name of Jesus. Receive it in the name of Jesus. Receive it in the name of Jesus. You just want some more. Receive it. You receive more. Where you are right now, God, this is not where God wants you to be. He wants more. There's something big coming my way. I didn't understand right now. I always got to be up here. I call Lord, Lord, and I'm expecting a call. I'm expecting a call. I'm just expecting something big. They're going to look at the person next to you, something big coming my way. Come on and say it like you're big. Something big is coming my way. I'm expecting big coming my way. God got something big for me. Come on and say it like you mean it. God's got something big. God got something big. Look, you know, God's already lined up the right people. Already the right opportunities just for you. All you got to do is start expecting it. And you know when it's time to do it. God already got people lined up to help. I'm listening. This is out the blue one day. We got a call about a project in Dallas. Out the blue, we got a call about a big project in Dallas. Real big project in Dallas. We didn't know the people. We ain't never seen the people. But first, we didn't know anything about the people. They said, hey, you was on this other team. We want you on our team. And then, come meet. Want to do it? God already got people lined up. Bless you. God already got people. I told you about mother, Rosea. Amen. God already got people. It's not even how qualified you are. It ain't even how, it ain't got nothing to do with it. So it's my favorite right now. The favor of God is on my life. Amen. Amen. If you believe that this morning, won't you stand your feet and give the Lord a big hand offering? Come on, if you believe that this morning, come on, give the Lord a big hand offering. Come on. You believe it this morning. As we join hands, we're agreeing with you. But you got to think God is not going to force more on you. Because if He force more on you, you're just going to mess it up. So you got to want more. You got to want something big. Amen? You got a purpose in your mind. This is what I want God to do for me. Amen? Amen? You've been talking about it. Now it's time to do something about it. You've been talking about it. You've been serving God honorably. You've been doing what's right. Amen? Amen? God wants more. God wants more. God wants more. You're not where you're going to be yet. No, you're not there. Yeah, it's okay. Go on and start looking for a new house if you want a new house. And if you want a house, go get one. You see how God is blessing us. Sister Sam, God bless. Thank God God is blessing. And He ain't done yet. He ain't done yet. Amen. You start believing for more, you can get more. Amen. God, come on, God, we thank you. We thank you, Father God, for what you're going to do this week. We thank you for the big that's coming our way, Father God. The big blessing, Father God. Oh God, those that are here joining hands, touch, Father God, and agreeing today. Oh, we're agreeing with them, Father God, for that big, Father God, that miracle that they need, that blessing that they need, Father God. Oh God, will it be in their body today, Father? Oh God, we ask you to do it, Father. Father, we're not even now, we're asking for wholeness today, Father God. Nothing missing, nothing broken today. We're asking for wholeness, Father God. Oh God, you said we have not because we ask not. We're asking, Father God, today. We're asking, Father God, today. Oh, we're asking, Father God. Father God, those financial blessings that need to come, Father God. There's some people that said need them. Because, Father God, some of those financial blessings that I know, Father God, we ask you to pay off the card in your Father. You do it, Father God. You do it. You God today. You God today, Father God. We've seen you be God. We've seen you open up windows, Father God. Father God, do it. Marriage, Father God. Bless it, Father God. Happy marriage, Father. Happy homes, Father God. Oh, God, we ask you to do it. Oh, Father God, we ask you to do it. Never you allow wonder today. Never you allow wonder today. Oh, God, we thank you. We thank you, Father God. Oh, I hear your words in the Lord. I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thou soul prosper and be in health. you for it today. We thank you, Father God, for the big things that you have in store. Oh God, we're walking in it, Father God. We're walking in increase, Father. Oh, increase in every area of our life, Father God. Increase today, Father. Increase, Father God. Increase today. Increase. We thank you for it. Thank you for it. Thank you for it. Thank you for it. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Give the Lord a big applause. It's done. Look at the person next to you and say, it's done. It's done. And then you just start, guys. You got to start doing it. Amen. Amen. Give the Lord a big